Hello and welcome to Starfield. So, I've got to say this place is looking a lot worse than I thought. But we're here to help folks, and it's a case of we have to now go in search of a cave that has a, well, I think you say it's like a formless door or something. So it sounds like some, it's like door we got to phase through or something.
Can't afford to be incorrect at a time like this.
Very bizarre. So I'm assuming it's outside on the way outside the gates. So I have to go all the way back out there again. Well, I haven't said that. Oh, it's down here. Ah, right, so it's in the crater. Ooh. Interesting. No, I don't want to fast travel in. I'm wandering down here. I thought it was something to discover. Okay. I've just got the scanner out in case there's anything I can scan. Any resources. I mean, apparently there's a ton of bone around there. It's about one more floor and 2 more resources. Oh, hold on. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. What if we go this way? I'm not feeling overly comfortable about going through those. Ooh. We've got some crazy people out there. Just in case you didn't know, there's some crazy people. So presumably that we need to investigate the anomalous cave. Sounds straightforward enough. Except we need to be... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Who's shooting who? Less with the guns and the... Oh, fudgesicles.
Perhaps it was nothing.
Oh, it's definitely... You think that was nothing? Seriously? You got shot? That was definitely something. Come here, you rascal. I mean, probably shouldn't call them rascals, but I want these. I want them. Hang on. Hold on, hold on. That's not going to help me. That might help me. Wait, where are you? Rascal. Right, leave your bits.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but something worth taking.
Yep. Indeed. Seriously, why are you doing this? Oh, probably even need it. Someone out there causing mischief. Why are you causing mischief? Seriously. Why do you want to cause mischief? I think it's a worthwhile question asking them, I suppose. Hey, let's proceed. We need to find an anomalous cave. So I think she was basically saying there's a cave to somewhere. Because from what I can gather, it sounds like they were doing experiments involving grav drives. The goal was to find or get closer to the Great Serpent, because I wonder if when they were travelling from the Earth, somewhere along the way they actually ended up in this void. Because that's apparently what they're talking about, is these Vortex Phantoms those people have just been shooting. I mean, they're people from, like, this universe, this reality, that have somehow been turned into Vortex Phantoms. When they die, their bodies return, shall we say, and they leave these little shards that were mentioned behind. I can find it. At least I'm sure I was picking some up. There, Vortex shards. So I've been picking up quite a few along the way. Apparently you can put those to use in making grenades of some sort. And I'm wondering, did the original person who set this whole religion up, was he in a ship, and what they did is did something happen on their travels from Earth to eventually here that resulted in them some anomaly with their grav drive, and it ended up where he ended up in this void between the realities, the different universes. Because we know there are multiple universes. I mean, this is our second universe, because we've been to the Unity and we've managed to cross over, and we're in a second one. Who's shooting who here? Whoa! We've got another one. Ow. Ow. I'm going to cover now. Actually, I haven't said that. Where's my other self these days? What are they up to? It's not going to give me any protection, but there's more of me than there was before. Less of the grenades, please. I like less of the grenades. I mean, somebody might like them, but I don't like them. I don't see. Whoa! Whoa! What the heck? That's the close what we're talking about. That scientist mentioned something about a horror explorer. Jeez Louise.
We should move on.
Yeah, I'd like to, but I mean, holy smokes, I'm not just sure if that other than me really helped, to be honest. Yeah, I'm wondering if somehow like that's how this whole religion started. Did he? I didn't want to do that. he sort of like find himself in the void between the universes, as it's been explained. Because that's what they were talking about. Because the latest one who's in charge. Interesting. Yeah, the latest one who's in charge has got this experiment. And that's why we're in this mess, apparently. Because they were trying to get closer to the Great Serpent. Because that's where supposedly the original person went. I suspect, it sounds like they went into this void between universes, met the Great Serpent as they described it. And that's what started the religion. So they saw something to set them on this path. So presumably there must have been word about it, discussion about it, or something that's then started this experiment up. So that the latest leader will try and get close to the Great Serpent. It's very odd. Right, so Anasco is the latest one. He's the one who's got this whole experiment running. Supposedly, I think. So we need to go and find him and talk to him. Getting more than that. That scientist was talking about something else. Apparently I thought these things dropped something else. Speaking of dropping something else, where's she gone? Seriously? Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. Ow being the operative word. Where's Andresia gone? Hello. I've got a funny feeling of deja vu here. That we went in a cave and something bad happened. Maybe I don't want to go in that cave. Oh, right. So you're just going to hang around outside, are you? Seriously? You made me waste a good grenade there. Hang on, why are you alone? Quite a distance to go. Why are you all turning? Can you less of that like zooming around causing me grief? I get the impression she can't go in there. Frankly, these guns that I've got, they seriously chew through ammunition. I mean, they're good, but that's probably why. shooting now? You're a grim one. Ow, ow. This is bonkers, this is. Do you want to keep an eye on these when I go back in the cave? Because I get the impression you're not going to come in here anyway, are you? Jeez Louise. All this just to talk to somebody about some crazy things going on. Right, you stay put, obviously. Oi. Let's try this then. This might give me some benefits. Not a lot, but some. Right, so I've already established that I don't like this. This place is giving me that roots. I've got this deja vu feeling that this is a bad area. Come on, reload. Dude. These things are dangerous. Oh, that's what I wanted. Seriously? Looked a bit like a heat leech. Alright, let's grab... Well, actually, we'll put these... I'll put these on the hotbar. I'll use those ones for now. Okay, so I can establish that he's chanting about something. So what's down here then? Louise. Oh, for more ammunition. Yeah, it's a dead end. When you think about it, we know about like alternate universes. Never crossed your mind that there was something in the ow fudgesicles. Never crossed my mind that there was something between them. Right, so that hasn't helped. Yeah, never really crossed my mind that there'd be something between the universes. Unless he's actually in this void. Maybe that's the point. Maybe he's actually in the void. Now. Is he actually in the void?
And filaments of light. I speak into this void, and it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas?
Sure he does hear you.
You understand me? Hear my voice? But I do not know you, even if you are promised. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will?
Well, I mean, you could say that the Great Serpent is guiding you to.
Yes. He works through you, and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times, to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me playing. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Whoa! That was not a pleasant sight. That was not a pleasant sight at all. That was like a lot of things. So he's still alive, but as part of the experiment, it sounds like he's still stuck in this, like, void. So the idea is to presumably try and stop the experiment. Hold on. Yeah, presumably the idea is they want to stop the experiment and help them get back out. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Let's try and phase it out. Oh, what don't I have? Oh, fudgesicles. Maybe this is not such a good idea. Yeah, I'm just thinking this might not be a good idea, just going after them. Go! Whoa! Where is this going to get me to? Doish. Hopefully that got me outside the cave. You seen I've used up all my tranquilizer, my trauma packs. Oh, I've still got 11. Oh, I did not like that at all. That was, I mean, I could have tried, but I think that would be a bit pointless, to be honest. There's crazy things going on. Crazy. Yeah. Come here, you rascal. assume that's her gun causing all the mischief. Right, so all we've established is that he's still alive, I think, and he's stuck in the void. And it's a case of we need to go in and somehow turn the experiment off. At least it'll satisfy her little chit chat, because she was warning of bad times ahead. But this whole thing would get worse if we didn't at least go and talk to her. Oh, hold on, I want your vortex shard, don't I? Right, so we have to go back. Where? Oh, there you are, Andrew. Actually, that's a thought. Keep forgetting I've got some other guns, haven't I? I've got that one, so that's a kind of a shotgun. So that could be something. I think it's better than nothing. That one, that's a. Oh no, that's interesting because that's could go with the 50s that I'm picking up. That's more for her. I think might sell that. Well, it says it's a calibrated hard target. That's a modified calibrated. So that's a 233 versus a 233. That's got 25 fire rate, range 183% accuracy. So this one's a bit more accurate than that one. So where's it at then? So if we put that at 8 instead, so that's slightly better. Right, at least I've got more bullets for that. Because these things are like guns like these are pretty good. Whoa, dude, seriously. I think I'm just shooting at rooks. We've got to slow things down. Go slow, 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 slow. Seriously? How did I miss? Oh, come on. Now is not the time to be reloading. I'm liking this one. I'm just saying I'm liking this one. That's got some... It's more of a... like a sniper rifle. Yeah, it feels more like a sniper rifle than anything else. Right, so we'll mosey on back. At least it's helped her, hopefully. It might give us some assurance that he's still alive, and then we can presumably get back on track with talking to the other houses, because we've talked with one. I mean, interesting enough, I don't know. I'm not sure which house she's from. Because the one we've been dealing with, they've been having dealings with the zealots. They're actually using the zealots, as it turns out. They're funding them and all sorts, which is a bit mischievous. We've got two others. So it'll be interesting to see what we need to do for them. 5 bullets. So we want to be up there, don't we? Go that way. Yeah, it's an interesting... I bet this must have been like a really cool place to live. I mean, you look at the I don't know if that's just a reflection of what we've now got or what it's always been like that, but it's interesting, like, appearance. That'll be it. Well, I suppose that's a thought. I still haven't spoken to the scientists. Supposedly a scientist out there that we're supposed to talk to. That could be useful. Before we do that, let's do a bit of mooning. Where is Androger? Is he out there somewhere? He'll be out there probably practicing our gun techniques, I would imagine. Oh, no, that's not there. Right, let's puddle up here and have a chat with these.
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this. I know it.
Right, I have spoken to...
The Great Serpent sends you to me once again.
Yeah, well, I had a chat.
Return. What news do you have of Anasco?
Well, fortunately, he's still alive, actually. But... yeah. Apparently, yeah, he is definitely... He's basically waiting for us in the Citadel. But obviously, as far as I'm aware, he's in a void, though.
Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction?
Well, he just said we're going to go into the Citadel.
Then we must continue our work on the morning device. But it is comforting to have confirmation. And if you've spoken to him once, it's not out of the realm of possibility you could do it again.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link would play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the morning device.
Speaking of which, okay, so we need to go and help on the other houses. Why do I keep stepping in puddles? Entirely inappropriate. Where the heck is Andresia? Where the heck is she gone?
Remember this. We are always watching.
Alright, fair enough. Floaty boat. I'm more curious to know where Andresia is. She was waiting outside of the
guards overheard my neighbor forsaking
the cave. She's not officially waiting, as far as I'm aware. Doesn't say she is. Where on earth have you gone? I mean, head back and have a look. Assuming I can remember where she is. Oh, there's a Grim Vortex. There's another Grim Vortex. There was a Grim Vortex. Ooh. Let's not be having that. Are you going to stick your head up? Whoa. If you don't stick your head up, I'm not going to be able to shoot you. Whoa! I didn't appreciate that. No, I did appreciate that. really appreciate is finding Andrew. Because she's out there somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, there you are. Come on, leave them alone. I've been wondering where you went now. Come here, farmer. I'm having to waste a lot of bullets on you, like. Now I'm gonna have to start wasting a lot of doing trauma packs on you as well. Seriously? Are you not like regenerating or something? Are they regenerating?
There was no other way for it to win.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, it wasn't. So there's one more. So doesn't seem pleasant. Ooh, 50s. That's what I wanted. 50s. There's one around here somewhere. It's the iridium. Alright, let's head up this way. I've no idea where you went off to, by the way. Are you gonna come up that way? Or are you gonna find another way? Hello? Where have you gone? Where have you gone to? This is very strange. Right, anyway, I need to head over to... Looks like I need to go over to there. In which case, let's go back down there then. Well, there you are.
If you are free soon, could we talk? Is something amiss? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
It's always good to work with old friends.
You were acquainted with some of the members before. I was not. This is all new to me. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Interesting that you should ask me that sort of question. I mean, presumably you don't think you do.
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
What? You work with smugglers? Alone? Well, I suppose it's one of those things, you know, you do what you have to do, don't you?
Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you've had my back, so it's all that really matters.
Of course. You have given me an opportunity the others have not. Perhaps I just need more time. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
Oddly enough, it does, but I wouldn't really concern yourself
Yes,
about it.
perhaps I should. They have taken me in after all. Discussing these things can be challenging for me. I find it difficult to open up to people. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Well, that's a bit of an understatement, to be honest, but let's not go there. Because the plan was, let's just forget about I know everything about it. It's difficult to do. I mean, how do you forget something that you already know? I don't know if we've got any memory wiping techniques, but... Right, we want to be up there to assist the house up here. See what problems they've got, because that's what it seems to be. I wouldn't be surprised if these are all like vying for power, which seems kind of surprising to me because the way the structure is. There's 3 houses. The 4th was the Zealots, and they got the boot for good reason. Well, I say for good reason. It's a case of they were still wanting to carry on the Crusades, but the yeah, you too. The idea is you've got the speaker who's in charge, and then you've got, well, what went from 4 houses in charge of the council to 3.
Excuse me, Reverend. Can I have a word? The request for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I am the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
Got you. So the deliveries are piling up.
I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible.
So why the urgency? I mean, is there something a bit more personal here?
The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in jeopardy.
Okay. I mean, I suppose it's presumed, given the circumstances, everybody understands that there's going to be a delay.
The delay has been too long already.
Oh.
If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive them. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
You have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamadi Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
Right, okay, yeah, sure. Right, yeah, well, I'm just gonna pop into here and then see what they need, and we'll do your deliveries.
I am trying to keep strong, but I fear I may be losing my mind.
Oh dear. That's what happens. Fortunately, that's what seems to happen to these people.
This busy keeps my mind.
Second floor. That's what seems to happen to these people. They're kind of like, you see them sort of like, well, what I've seen is people kind of like phasing and they're struggling to hold on to their sanity. Next thing they know, they're gone. And it's like weird.
House Varun must be able to rely on the Ministry of Commerce. We cannot fail.
This is preposterous. They are sick and suffering.
Hello?
Greetings, Reverend. Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council. I hope your presence here means things have changed.
They're certainly different. I mean, I suppose we're making progress now.
Yes, of course. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about... I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I am sure. One moment, he was there, and the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev.
I am sorry for your loss.
My loss? Yes, I suppose. Although, from an outside perspective, one could consider it a fair trade. Given my new role, perhaps even a gain.
Well, I'm pretty sure your cousin's going to consider the ministry to be in safe hands.
I appreciate the sentiment, but we shall never know. You cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why.
Well, the thing is, you can't really focus on what has happened. It's about what you do with the time that you've got now, about moving forward.
And where is this forward leading? I'm sorry. I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them upon you. I've grown so tired of the Council squabbling, and I want no further part in it. I have no demands, no requests. All must serve. And House Dulkev is no exception.
That's a bit odd. Seems everybody wants something.
The Speaker has always been the guiding light of House Varun. In his absence, it is of no surprise that some would find themselves lost, stumbling in the dark. Here is what I can tell you. Sometime before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifest from the time of the Serpent's crusade. Materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told Enesco where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you've seen the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now.
So you think that's related then?
The timing is too close to be coincidence. Enesco returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex Interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest you visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulkev was proud to serve when called upon.
Thanks for that. Interesting. I quite like him. That's where we were already at. What about radiology? Oh, this is radiology. So it doesn't look as though this is a way out. How do I get out? It's a research wing. Well, you know what? Let's help the courier first. Say help the courier, we are the courier. Yeah, he was definitely helpful. Let's try the first floor then. Yeah, that's where we were.
What
yeah,
is
it? Nothing.
Salutations.
Interesting that. So the previous house was
It has been quite a challenge
trying to cover up a problem. Up to no good as far as I'm
There are
concerned.
at least some areas where things have not been thrown into total chaos.
Materials and resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there.
I apologize, but with the cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound weird, but if we could reunite with some of the exile from House Malin...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing the map.
I cannot begin to make sense of this.
What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
Right. Let's get back on with our packages. We need to deliver these.
I am a busy man, but I will try to make time.
Okay.
How can I be of assistance?
If you don't mind my asking, what was that discussion about?
So you overheard us. Well then, let me answer your question with a question. Do you think the cycle of violence can be broken? Or are some conflicts absolute?
difficult, I must admit, but it is possible. I mean, it does happen.
I wholeheartedly agree. We do not have to forgive, but we can let go. And why continue to fight if the reason for conflict is no longer an issue?
So, why ask that question though? I mean, what exactly is this about?
Let's just say recent events have reminded me of an old parable about a father and two sons. The eldest son was dutiful, the youngest disobedient. But the father loved both equally, and the eldest resented this. One day, the youngest falls into a pit of quicksand. The eldest, filled with bitterness and anger, ponders, leaving him to die. The parable ends here, leaving the reader to contemplate the end. But I imagine that only by working together can a family prosper. And the alternative brings us both to ruin.
Yeah, I suppose if the source of the conflict goes away, then the fighting should stop.
I concur. And the infighting serves only to weaken House Faroon and Dazra. In my argument back there, I advocated for more workers, even if it meant reaching out to our enemies. And yes, I understand the reluctance with House Malin. Their crimes go beyond forgiveness. But I'm also not campaigning to conscript their soldiers. We need workers, healers, and engineers. People who can help rebuild Dazra, not tear it down.
So why, well, let's see the point really, but I'll ask the question. I mean, why the push for more
I'm
workers?
surprised such a question can be asked with the city in such disarray. The problems are obvious, and yet those in power continue to emphasize patience and measured responses. Now is not the time for red tape. The more caution we exercise, the more people will suffer.
So why there's such a heated conversation then?
Oh, I assure you it was 100% personal. Davina and I have history. She blames me for derailing her political ambitions. Without getting too caught in the seaweed, a long time ago, I received some bad intel from a source on a zealot hideout. Davina used that intel to launch an attack, and ended up taking out a camp of civilians. The incident was high profile, and the fault was attributed mostly to her. She's never forgiven me for it. And I fail to see why. It's petty and unprofessional for someone of her position.
To be fair, she took that responsibility, and it was really your fault. I'm just saying. So what exactly is your role in House Karik?
With regards to politics, these days I'm mostly an advisor. I focus on high-level concepts and strategies as opposed to the day-to-day operations. I let my ward Okeem handle all of that. He sends me proposals, I weigh in, and give my approval. I've even made him captain of my ship, the Cortege. I joke that I'm mostly a glorified rubber stamp, but my days working the field are over. Until we meet again.
He sounds... yeah, that seems to be the thing about
the year 2240. House Faroon went to war with the settled systems. What has come to be known as this.
The Servants' Crusade, yeah. Right, so where do we need to be then? So I think we need to be... do we not need to be outside the gates? Vacant house. Does that mean we can get a house out of it? Oh, there's the spaceport over there. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. So where are these deliveries? There's a delivery out here somewhere. It keeps moving. It's showing it to the right, and then it's like, nope, it's not to the right. Where the heck is it? There's one over there. Try to stand on the fire. Right, I think this one was to a grove farm, and one was to... yeah, so there's at least two of them I know that need to be outside of this. Well, the city, rather. Star's package, that's goes to a house.
our sins really so great that we deserved this?
It's debatable. Deserved? Probably not. There you are. Come on. We need to go for a wander. Right. I might be able to spot more resources. There's only 2 more to find. Keep your eye out for those flying budgie things. I think I needed maybe 1 or 2 more over there. What's that over there? Oh, there's a seaweed. Interesting, so they're growing seaweed. Right, there's a budgie up there, but I think it's too high for me. There's one over there.
I shall stand guard while you focus.
I'm just wandering along. I mean, you know. Look like vampire bats or something. I think they're peaceful things, but there's just something about them gives me the heebie-jeebies. Right, so we already know about female growths. Can I scan you? Or have we already scanned you all? So it's 13%. So it depends. Ooh! Ah. Ow! Ow! Can I scan you? Ow! Ow! Okay, that was not a good idea. In fact, that was extremely painful. I've got a funny feeling something bad is going to happen. Let's see, what do we need to do then? We need to go to there and we need to deliver some parcels. So I think we're going to... Whatever that strange feeling...
Good one.
Did you jump off there? You've got a backpack, you know, you could use. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's painful. Anyway, we need to go and deliver some parcels. I'm gonna... I don't know why I've just got this funny feeling. Last time I tried to deliver some parcels, something bad happened. So we need to be a bit more careful. Well, when I say a bit more careful, I mean we've got to be careful just in case something bad happens. Just saying.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.